Right, another flight with the eachine blackwing 680 batwing. And away she goes. Sweet as. Tiny little bundle of fun. I don't know if you guys are interested, but over on Facebook, it's been around a little while. There's a Facebook group for this model, for the eachine blackwing 680, the famous batwing. We'd love it if you fly one of these. We'd love it if you were to have a look at the group and maybe join and contribute. There must be quite a few people flying these. I mean, this one's my third. I've got a fourth one with iNav in build, and possibly a fifth one, although Banggood aren't showing it as shipped, which will be bizarre. It'll be a slope soarer batwing. So I'll be the first person to try a batwing sloper. I think it will do it, some people don't. If it doesn't work as a sloper, it's a slope wing like this is just a powered wing that you haven't put the motor in. So I can always drop a motor in it. So we can get it down low. Dive, 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 target acquired. And pull up. No, keep it down. Lovely flyer. It's a beautiful little wing. You can just do so much. Some of the people that fly these FPV, obviously you'll see, I only fly line of sight. But some of the FPV boys have had these things, I think 183 kilometers an hour is probably the fastest. I think that was Pudsey John with a 4S pack in it. This one's nowhere near that fast. We came over here the other week and it was quite funny because a lad called Matt Smith, he's just got a blackwing 680 and he turned up here with solder and iron and screwdrivers and wire cutters, and he actually finished making it at the field. iNav, little Maytec mini board in there, no GPS, just using the Maytec as a stabilizer, and she flew perfect. Pretty quick as well. That was on FPV. I just wish eachine would make a 1 meter, a scaled up version of this wing. That would be an absolute winner. I'd have it straight away. It proved to be a really mega strong plane. Could take an absolute beating. I hit a metal fence with the previous one, and the fence was about 100 meters away, 80 meters away, and it went into it with a right ding, threw itself on the floor, and I thought, uh-oh. My mate was filming and I heard him go, oh shit, thinking that the wing was going to be annihilated. Could chase that seagull then. And all it had done was knocked one of the stabilizers off the back, one of the verticals. And there was no other damage to it. It was like hellfire. A normal, something like even a wing, which was a strong plane, the Z84, even one of them on that impact would have done a fair bit of damage, would have probably torn a wing half off, but no, the little batwings, they are so incredibly tough. Hey, I don't do bad for line of sight, do I? Can't see anything close up, but I can see things are a bit off. Do you know, I nearly think that if you could only have one plane, say your circumstances dictated that you had to get rid of all your planes and just keep one for the occasional fly, I'd nearly think it'd have to be one of these. It looks good in the air, it flies well. It's a great bit of kit. An absolute glorious day to fly. Can't fault it. Although maybe it's a little bit too hot. I've got the sun on my back to keep the sun out of my eyes, so I don't fly through the sun. And it's cooking my back. Should we go around a different way? See, I can fly in the opposite direction. Figure of eights. Only on low rate at the moment. Day like today, it's all I need. If it's a bit windier, I'll fly it on high rate. Yeah, don't forget, come and find us on Facebook. Eachine Blackwing 680 group. More than welcome. If you fly one of these, pop along. I'll put a link in the video. Time for a landing or a bounce off the ground or something on them lines. Because I think I'm getting ready to go home now. Oh, it's warm. Alright, try and line her up. See if we can do it in one take this time, unlike the other planes. Make it a good one for the camera. She had to hit a stone, didn't she? But that was a pretty good landing. I will quickly show you, I've done a little modification to these bat wings because I don't use the magnets to hold the canopy down, and you'll see on this one, hold on, let's just turn that annoying thing off. Yeah, you'll see that it started to, each time you have a bad landing or bumpy landing, it slides forward and it starts to scoop the foam out of the camera nose. So what I've done, I've got some 5mm dowel in, cut pegs. You can see they've glued them in, so they just stick down, and they go into where the magnet sets the magnet holes. By the way, the copper tape, I was having trouble using a Mobius camera and I didn't know if I was getting some, I don't know, some kind of RF interference into the receiver Guardian, but every time I put the Mobius on it seemed to cause it to go silly and crash. Good job I landed, light aircraft coming by, and what was the tundra then? Just got the copper tape to shield the camera from the electrics inside, and it seems to have sorted it, and big lipo, a bit more weight. So yeah, the pegs just go in there. So the canopy pops on, it locks in there. Command hooks, they hardly ever pop off, they hold the canopy down. Now with those pegs, that would probably be further back, might redo that, or think about it on the newer one, or one of the newer ones. Thanks for watching, hope I haven't bored you. Speak soon.